Welcome to this video lecture on the Supreme Court case Quijano versus People, decided on February 10, 2021. We will explore how the court defined the critical threshold between frustrated and attempted murder, focusing on the essential requirement for conclusive proof regarding the fatality of wounds. In this first section, we will review the factual background of the shooting incident and how evidence was presented during the initial trial proceedings. On June 21, 1997, Atalano Andong was sleeping in his home when Beethoven Quijano banged on his door. Upon opening it, Quijano shot Andong in the shoulder from close range. While Andong survived after 2 weeks of hospitalization, Quijano was charged with frustrated murder. Quijano claimed innocence, offering an alibi that the trial court rejected. A significant evidentiary issue arose. The attending surgeon, Dr. Manubag, did not testify. Instead, the prosecution relied on Dr. Paradella as an expert witness, who examined medical records and opined the wound could have been fatal. This raised a crucial question. Is hypothetical expert testimony sufficient to prove a wound was fatal beyond reasonable doubt? Next, let us move to the second section, where we analyze the Supreme Court's legal assessment of the qualifying circumstances and the specific stages of the crime's execution. The court appreciated the qualifying circumstance of treachery because the attack was sudden and unexpected. However, evident premeditation was rejected due to a lack of proof regarding the formation of intent. The key issue became whether the crime had reached the frustrated stage or remained at the attempted stage. The court established a core doctrine. To convict for frustrated murder when a victim survives, the prosecution must prove beyond reasonable doubt that the wound was mortal. Without such conclusive medical proof, any doubt favors finding the crime to be only attempted murder. Speculative testimony cannot replace concrete medical finding. This table outlines the differences between the frustrated and attempted stages under the revised penal code. For frustrated murder, one must perform all acts necessary to produce death. Because the fatality of the wound remained unproven in the Quijano case, the criteria for the frustrated stage were not met. Tracing the judicial trajectory, the regional trial court initially convicted Quijano of frustrated murder in 2005, a ruling affirmed by the Court of Appeals in 2010. However, in 2021, the Supreme Court modified the conviction to attempted murder, citing the failure to present the attending doctor as creating reasonable doubt. The downgrade to attempted murder led to a reduction in the prison term and a restructuring of civil liabilities. In accordance with current jurisprudence, including the case of People versus Jugita, the court adjusted the civil indemnity, moral damages, and exemplary damages, all of which carry a 6% legal interest per annum. To summarize, the key takeaways for legal practice are clear. Always present the attending physician to prove wound fatality, recognize the limits of non-attending expert testimony, and remember that any ambiguity regarding the stage of execution is resolved in favor of the accused for a milder felony. Thank you for watching this overview of the Quijano versus People decision. We hope this breakdown of the court's ruling on the stages of execution has been informative for your practice. Please see the final screen for image sources used in this video.